Okay, good morning sa inyong lahat. So, for today's topic, we will going to discuss how to generate patterns and sequences. Okay? So, I hope na maintindihan po natin to. At kung medyo nabibilisan kayo, you can actually go back again to the topic and then try to repeat it all over and all over again. Okay? So, let's try to share first my screen with you. Okay, try ko munang mag-present. Pre-present ko muna yung aking screen para makita ninyo. Okay, my entire screen. Para, yan, present natin yung entire screen ko. Okay, that is actually presented na already. So let's work with this kind of topic. Okay. Before we proceed, by the way, my name is Mark Moica. I'm a mathematics grade 10 teacher and I hope marami kayong matutunan dito sa generate patterns and sequences. So without further ado, let's try to discover what is generate pattern. So who among you here like to eat sili or chili? Okay, ako kakakain ko lang. Kaya ito din yung naisip ko kagad na gawing example kagad how to find the generate patterns and sequences. Now, if I'm going to ask you, how many sili kaya nakikita natin? Starting with the left, starting to the left above of your screen. Okay? So here, we have first sili. Meron pala pong isa dito, sorry. So you have your 1 sili, 3 chili, 5 chili, 7 chili. Now, if I'm going to ask you, what is the next number after 7? So, pagkatapos ng 7, ano kaya ang susunod na number? Ibig sabihin, ilang sili kaya ang susunod? I know you're thinking right now. The answer is 9. Some of you nakita ito, some of you hindi ito naintindihan. Okay? So, ang tawag natin dito is pattern. Ibig sabihin, may pinagmulan. Meron siyang pinagkagayahan, kumbaga. That is pattern. So pattern is a repeat in a predictable manner. So pag sinabi nating repeat in a predictable manner, we can predict kasi yung pattern niya paulit-ulit lang. Try to analyze 3 and 1. Anong difference? 2. 5 and 3, the difference is 3. 7 and 5, the difference is 2. And 9 and 7, the difference is 2. Kaya na-predict kagad natin yung 9. Okay? Hindi lang basta hinulaan natin, kundi naintindihan natin kung ano yung pagkakasunod-sunod ng pattern na yan. Okay? That is pattern. Okay. If we try to analyze 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Okay, that is what we call sequence. So what is sequence? Sequence is a set of numbers written in a specific order. Pag sinabing specific, 1 is less than 3, 3 is less than 5, so specific siya. Okay, so when we talk about specific orders, we are going to discuss two specific orders. The first one is the ascending order. The next is descending order. When we talk about ascending, that is from the smallest papunta sa biggest number. Then when we talk about descending, ascending muna tayo. So that is 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So that is papataas siya. Okay, but when we talk about descending, that is the reverse of ascending, meaning from the highest number down to the lowest number. So meaning that is 9, 7, 5, 3, and 1. So ascending, papataas, descending, pababa. Okay po? So let's proceed. Types of sequence na meron tayo is we have two. Ano ba yung sequence? Ano ba yung types niya? First is we have the infinite sequence. The next is we have the finite sequence. When we talk about infinite sequence, that is equal to a list of string of discrete objects, usually numbers that can be paired of 1 to 1 with a set of positive integers. Meaning, 1, 2, 3, and notice after the 3 is you have 3 dots. So pag sinabi mong infinite sequence, it doesn't stop. Ibig sabihin, yung 3 is not the last term, the last number na meron tayo. Ibig sabihin, meron pa susunod sa kanya. So on, so on. So mahaba pa siya. Okay? So pag sinabing infinite, walang katapusang bilangan. Pero pag sinabi natin finite sequence, that is a list of terms in a specific order. Ibig sabihin, may katapusan. Okay? I hope that is clear. So let's proceed. Terms is also a topic na kailangan maintindihan dito sa generate patterns and sequences. Kasi this is merely parating ginagamit pagdating sa mga pag-a-analyze ng sequences and patterns. So, to best describe the terms is by means of this table. Notice we have the sequence of the first, and at the below of the sequence we have the terms. So try to have a sequence of 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11. So these are the sequence na meron tayo. Now, terms is actually a representation kung anong part o anong position meron si 1, si 3, si 5, 7, 9, and 11, so on and so forth. So si 1 has a sub 1. Ibig sabihin, that is serve as the first term. So the first term of the sequence is 1. The second term is a sub 2, which is equal to 3. The third term is a sub 3 is equal to 5. Fourth term is equal to a sub 4 is equal to 7. Fifth term is a sub 5 is equal to 9. And the sixth term is a sub 6 is equal to 11. So meaning, that is the meaning of the terms. Okay? So let's try to recap again what we've been learning. So first term, so as a sub 1 is equal to 1, or has the value of 1. Second term, represented by a sub 2, has the value of 3. Third term, represented by a sub 3, has a value of 5. Fourth term is being represented by a sub 4 and has the value of 7. This fifth term, you have as represented by a sub 5, has a value of 9. And the sixth term, represented by a sub 6 and has the value of 11. Okay, so I hope you learned that one and you understand. Now, pag hindi naintindihan, balik-balikan lang po ang video na to. Okay, so let's proceed now. So going back to our visual na meron tayo dito, the Chile 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So let's try to analyze this sequence kung paano. So if you notice, just like I told you kanina, the difference between 3 and 1 is 2. Okay, the difference between 5 and 3 is 2. So the difference between 7 and 5 is 2. And also 9 and 7 is equal to 2. So what do we call those difference? So 2, 2, 2, pareho silang 2. Ibig sabihin common ang 2. So we call this one as the common difference. Okay, common difference is being as a formula of a sub n plus 1 minus a sub n. So ibig sabihin a sub n plus 1, the biggest term subtracted to the smallest term. Pero hindi ka pwede mag-jump. For example, 5 minus 1, no, cannot be. 7 minus 3 or 7 minus 1, 9 minus 3, hindi pwedeng ganun. So, kailangan kung ano yung kasunod na term, dapat. Okay? So, that is the common difference of 2. So, there is a difference of 2 between each number. That's why we analyze the pattern because of this common difference na meron tayo. Okay? Shall we proceed? Now, if you see the heart, ibig sabihin, may sasagutan kayo for a minute. So, I hope na makakuha nyo kagad kung anong sagot. At this is the exercises. And then tayo, study carefully the given sequence. Provide the necessary answer on the question asked. So, ibig sabihin, please prepare your pen and paper with you. And then, simple lang. Kung naintindihan, sumagot. Pero pag hindi naman, tingnan na lang ito. And then, balik-balikan na lang ang video natin para maintindihan po. Ano po? So, let's proceed. So, here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, you have sequence terms a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub n, and d. So, let me clarify what is a sub n. A sub n is the last term. Okay? So, pag nakita kanya A sub n, last term ang ibig sabihin yan. Lalo na pag hinahanap natin yung sequence. So, we will going to complete lang naman itong table na to. Okay? So, 1 minute will start now. I guess tapos na yung ating time. So let's try to answer this one. So first term natin, number one. So you just simply count how many numbers are there in parentheses. So you have 3, 7, 11, 15, 19. So you have your 5 terms. The same with number 2. I guess this is still 5 terms. Number 3, 3 terms. 4, 4 terms. 5, 4 terms. So yun yung represented ng terms na meron tayo. So let's have the pinakamadali, the first term. So kung ano yung lang nasa unahan, yun lang open natin. So therefore you have 3, 1, 8, 3, and 13. So that is your first term. How about the last term? Last term is number 1, 19, of course. Number 2, 25. Number 3 is 2. 4, negative 9. 5, negative 5. Now, let's try to work with the common difference. Again, sabi ko nga, the second term, subtract 2 the first term, and so on and so forth. Okay? So, number 1, 7 minus 3, I guess that is 4. Okay, that's good. Number 2, let's try the fourth term, subtract to the third term. So, 19 minus 13, I guess that is 6. Okay, that's good. And let's try the third term, subtract to the second term, number 3. So 2 minus 5, notice that that is 5 is greater than 2. So meaning magne-negative ang sagot natin dito. So 2 minus 5, that is serve as negative 3. Okay, let's have the fourth term, subtract to the third term here in number 4. So negative 9 minus negative 5. Notice negative, then minus. Ibig sabihin, we change the value of 5 to positive. So meaning this is serve as negative 9 plus 5 already. Therefore, the common difference now is negative 4. Now, let's try to work with number 5. 7 minus 13, it should be negative 6. Oops, mali ako. So, ibig sabihin, sana tama kayo. Okay? That is negative 6. I hope this is clear. Okay? So, let's proceed now. How to find the sequence using the end term? When we talk about the end term, we are referring to the formula being given to us. Ito na yung binigay sa atin. At hahanapin lang natin kung kung ano yung magiging sequence pag ginamit natin yung formula. Let's just say we have a sub n is equal to n plus 3. So this is the end term na meron tayo. So paano yun? Find the sequence up to the fourth term. So pinapanap sa atin yung a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3, a sub 4. Now, ang clue dito ay simple lang. Substitute the value of n. So ano yung substitute? Ano ba yung n natin? A sub 1. So 1 natin is equal to n. So, pag 1 is equal to n, so a sub n magiging 1, substitute to the value lahat ng n, di ba? So, a sub 1 is equal to 1 plus 3. So, that is equal to 4. Second term, so which is n is equal to 2. So, a sub 2 is equal to 2 plus 3. So, a sub 2 is equal to 5. Let's have the third term. So, a sub 3 is equal to 3 plus 3. So, a sub 3 is equal to 6. And the last, which is the fourth term, a sub 4 is equal to 4 plus 3. So, a sub 4 is equal to 7. Now, if we have the n term of a sub n is equal to n plus 3, the sequence that we can create is 4, 5, 6, and 7. That is based on the question being asked para sa atin. So, ibig sabihin, yan yung 4 terms, yung sequence ng up to 4 terms if we use n plus 3. I hope that is clear. Okay, another example na meron tayo. Let's have this one. So you have 4n minus 7. So 4n minus 7, so find the sequence up to the fifth term. Okay, so panlima. So a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3, a sub 4, a sub 5. So again, still the same. Substitute the value of n. Let's have n is equal to 1. So a sub 1 is equal to 4 times 1 minus 7. So you have 4 minus 7, you have negative 3. 4 minus 7, so negative 3 n. So n is equal to 2, a sub 2 is equal to 4 times 2 minus 7. So a sub 2 is equal to 8 minus 7, so that is equal to 1. N is equal to 3, 4 times 3 minus 7, that is 12 minus 7, so therefore you have 5. N is equal to 4, a sub 4 is 4 times 4, 16 minus 7, therefore 16 minus 7 is equal to 9. And the last, which is the fifth term, A sub fifth is equal to 4 multiplied by 5 minus 7. So you have your 20 minus 7. Therefore, this is 13. Okay, I hope na naintindihan nyo to. Okay, so let's try to exercise what you have been learned. So, by the way, a sub n is equal to 4n minus 7. So, a sequence na meron tayo out of this n term are negative 3, 1, 5, 9, and 13. I hope you got this one correct. So, without further ado, let's try to test how you understand this lesson. Okay, you see the heart again. Pag nawala yan, ibig sabihin, broken hearted na tayo. So, wala nang pagmamahal. We will going to answer what you have been uh, doing ito sa ating exercises. Okay, find the sequence up to the seventh term. So, a sub 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hanggang 7 tayo. So, here are the n term. You have a sub n is equal to 3n plus 5. A sub n is equal to 5n minus 8. A sub n is equal to 3, open close parenthesis, 2n plus 3. And you have a sub n is equal to 3n plus 5 divided by 2 over 2. And plus a sub n is equal to the square root of 3n plus 5. So you have 1 minute and 1 minute starts now. Okay, almost done. I suppose every one of you na kuha kagad ito ng tama. Okay, so let's have this one. Number 1 now, ano kaya yung up to 7th term? Up to 7th term. So we start with a. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have the sequence of 8, 11, 14, 17, 20, 23, 26. Okay, kung tama kayo, very good. Kung hindi naman, ulit-ulitin nyo lang kung bakit. Okay, just simply substitute the value of n to 1. Okay, number 2, we have negative 3, 2, 7, 12, 17, 22, 27. Number 3, you have 15, 21, 27, 33, 39, 45, and 51. And number 4, you have 4, 11 over 2, 7, 17 over 2, 10, 23 over 2, and 13. And the last, you have 2 square root of 2, square root of 11, square root of 14, square root of 17, 2 square root of 5, square root of 23, square root of 26. I know what you're thinking. Sir, paano kaya nakuha yung number 4? Paano nakuha yung number 5? Well, the good news is we're going to discuss that one pero hindi ko lalahatin. Hanggang third term lang ang gagawin natin. Okay, I hope that is clear to you. And then try to explore up to 7 na lang kayo. Okay? So here is n is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3. So number 4, up to 7th term. Pero sabi ko nga, hanggang third term lang gagawin natin. So a sub 1 is equal to 3 times 1 plus 5. So 3 plus 5 is equal to 8 over 2. So that is divisible by 2. So 8 divided by 2, that is equal to 4. So the first term is 4. Next is you have 3 times 2 plus 5 is over 2. That is 6 plus 5. So that is 11 over 2. Notice, hindi ko na siya simplify sa mixed fraction. So I just let it there na lang kasi ayoko na mahirapan kayo. But if you answer 5 and 1 half, so that is also correct. Okay po? Correct. Pero pag hindi na, okay lang ganyan sagot. Okay, so you have 3 times 3 plus 5. So that is 9 plus 5. You have 14. Notice that 14 is divisible by 2. So that is 7. Okay? I hope that is clear. So kayo na magtuloy hanggang 7th term. Okay? For you to practice yourself more about this. Okay. Let's have number 5. Ito na yung medyo masakit sa ulo. Actually, hindi siya masakit. Madali lang siya. So, you have to be more careful na lang dito pag-a-analyze. Ano? Okay, so this is a sub 1 that is 3 times 1 plus 5. So, 3 plus 5 is 8. So, square root of 8, ano po yung factor na meron 8? Kasi ang 8 has a perfect square. That is 4 times 2. So, yung 4 times 2 natin, pwede natin paghiwalayin yan sila. I-quarantine natin square root of 2, quarantine din natin square root of 4. So, meaning this is square root of 4, square root of 2. But square root of 4 is equal to 2. Pero square root of 2, still square root of 2. So, ang sagot natin sa first term is 2 square root of 2. Ganun din sa second term. Okay, second term, the square root of 3 times 2 plus 5. So, square root of 6 plus 5, square root of 11. Notice na wala naman siyang perfect square. So, leave it at ease. So, your answer now is square root of 11. The same also with the third term. 3 times 3 is 9. So, 9 plus 5, 14. So, square root of 14, I guess wala na siyang perfect square dyan. So, yan ang mismo ang tamang sagot natin. You do the rest up to the seventh term, and I hope na tingnan nyo na lang yung tamang sagot natin dito sa video nito. Okay? So, tatandaan, ang mathematics ay hindi siya basta-basta. So, alam ko mahirap, lalo na sa pandemic na meron tayo ngayon. So, may I suggest that you have to watch this one over and over again. Panoorin lang, panoorin natin ang video ito, paulit-ulit, pakinggan natin paulit-ulit, at syempre, pag pinanood, pinakinggan, kailangan natin gawin at we have to try it. Just to prove na talagang alam natin ang topic na to. Okay? And I hope this lesson helped you a lot how to generate patterns and sequences. So I hope to see you guys soon. But please like and subscribe this para at least sa mga susunod nating topic ay ma-aware kayo kung ano yung mga magiging topic na meron tayo. Okay? So God bless and see you on the next. Thank you.